Daniels' all-time favorite movie is The Exorcist, but when he set out to create his own possession film, his mother had serious reservations. After the success of his 2009 breakthrough Precious, the Oscar-nominated director wanted to bring the chilling true story of Latoya Ammons to the big screen. Ammons claimed that her children had been tormented by demons, but Daniels' mother wasn't on board. "You put your soul into your work, and spirits can latch onto you. I don't want you to do this film," she warned him, as Daniels shared with USA Today. Although Daniels moved on to other projects like The Butler and the TV series Empire, the bizarre and unsettling tale of Ammons never left his mind. Her story, which even swayed skeptics in real life, became the inspiration for Daniels' new movie, The Deliverance, now streaming on Netflix. "I believe we're living in dark times," Daniels says. Instead of crafting a typical horror film, he aimed to create a faith-based thriller that would encourage viewers to connect with a higher power. Whether it's Buddha, Allah, Jesus Christ, or learning to love yourself more, we all need to find peace. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. In The Deliverance, Daniels intertwines the eerie elements of Ammons' story with a broader exploration of personal and familial demons. The film centers on Ebony, played by Andra Day, a struggling Black mother dealing with her own inner turmoil and the supernatural horrors that plague her family. The real-life ordeal began for Ammons with a swarm of black flies in her rented home, followed by mysterious noises and sightings of a shadowy figure. Similarly, The Deliverance starts with seemingly harmless disturbances like bugs and strange odors, escalating to far more terrifying events. But before diving into the horror, Daniels dedicates time to exploring the dysfunctional relationships within Ebony's family, including her strained bond with her alcoholic mother Alberta, Glenn Close. "That was a challenge for Netflix initially," Daniels recalls. "They wanted more jump scares, but that's not my style. The story needed to be grounded." For him, it was essential to explore the complexities of abuse and the generational dysfunction within Ebony's family. You think it's going to be like Precious, but then it takes a turn. In the film, Ebony's youngest son, Andre Anthony B. Jenkins, is the first to exhibit signs of possession, followed by his older siblings Nate, Caleb McLaughlin, and Shantae Demi Singleton. As strange and violent incidents unfold, the children are hospitalized, echoing real-life events reported by Ammons. One of the most unsettling scenes in the movie, where Andre crawls up a hospital wall backward, was inspired by actual testimony. In real life, a nurse, a family case manager, and Ammons' own mother witnessed her 7-year-old grandson do something similar. Not only did they see it, but the social worker who was trying to take the kids from the mother testified to the judge that this actually happened, Daniels says. "You can't make that up." Child Services investigated Ammons for possible abuse or neglect, and while she was found to be mentally sound, her children were taken away. "We'd already been through so much and fought so hard for our lives," Ammons told the Indianapolis Star in 2014. This heartbreaking battle is poignantly depicted in The Deliverance. "It's a reality," says Daniels, who has first-hand experience raising his brother's children. "So many children are taken from their families, sometimes for the right reasons, sometimes not. In this case, it wasn't justified. She's fighting the system for her kids while also battling the demon in her house. It's a unique story because it's real." For the film, Daniels changed names and locations. Ammons' demon house was in Gary, Indiana, while Ebony's family is set in Pittsburgh. Casting Glenn Close as Alberta, a white woman, also deviated from reality. "I wanted to give voice to people who aren't often seen," Daniels explains. "There are so many white women like Alberta that I knew growing up, and I wanted to pay homage to that. Many African Americans will see and relate to this character." Ebony eventually receives help from the Reverend Bernice James, Anjanou Ellis Taylor, a deliverance minister who cleanses people and places of evil spirits. While Ammons' real-life deliverer was a man, Daniels wanted to work with Ellis Taylor and reflect the reality that many women perform this role. Though a scene with a Catholic exorcist was cut from the film, Daniels points out that Ammons consulted various healers, including one. Initially skeptical of Ammons' story, Daniels was convinced after speaking with her and doing his own research. His mother also shared her own eerie experiences. "This stuff happens, and it's unsettling," he says. To ensure safety on set, Daniels had a deliverer present daily, mindful of the strange occurrences reported during the making of films like Poltergeist and The Exorcist. As he puts it, "Not today, Satan."